guys, it's Alyssa. I was a little bit of a Debbie Downer in yesterday's video. I was upset about having to get, I have to have potentially two surgeries on 3 teeth that I have that need to come out. And I'm terrified of the doctor and needles and all that kind of stuff. So yesterday before I had made the video, I had cried for like 3 hours straight. And then cried for like an additional hour or two afterwards. I was a hot mess. Today I'm feeling slightly better. I'm still, you know, not looking forward to it, terrified about the whole process. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more tears, but I decided that since today was Friday and my last day of spring break for this year, that I was going to try to at least be in a little bit better of a mood. So I went out to Kohl's. I actually just went up to that end of town because I wanted to eat at Chick-fil-A for lunch. We have to go to the grocery store tomorrow, so we don't have a lot of things here to eat. And I ended up going into the Kohl's parking lot. Webster was with me. Going into the Kohl's parking lot because it started to pour down rain. And it was almost like fate brought me there, because I went into Kohl's like just kind of on a whim. I hardly ever find stuff there that I like. I find a lot of it to be kind of expensive, but maybe I just don't hit the sales right or don't use the Kohl's cash and things like I should. Because a lot of people I know go and find really good bargains, so I'm probably doing something wrong. But anyway, I was just kind of walking around, and I walked past a very bright, kind of colorful, like late 80s, early 90s display. And lo and behold, I found the Essie 2014 Neon collection. I almost peed my pants because I've been kind of on the hunt. I very rarely, I used to, like, anytime a new collection came out, no matter who, as long as it was from like a mainstream brand, I would kind of stalk the stores until they got it. And now that I'm older and a little bit better with my money, I tend to kind of pick and choose what I know I'll really like and enjoy and stuff. But Essie's kind of like a weakness for me. I tend to get all of their collections. I just, and I know some people don't like the Essie formula. I love the Essie formula. I always have. I think besides like OPI, Essie was really my first kind of like high-end nail polish that I really liked. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like a nail polish snob. Those Maybelline color shows, I think, have incredible staying power and work really well. And some of the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear work well too. I just really like Essie because I like all of the colors, and where I live, it's easily accessible. But anywho, I got all of this collection except for the dark blue one, which I can't remember the name of it. Something Thrills, Chills and Thrills, or Cheap Thrills or something. I don't know. But they only had one bottle left of it, and it was cracked, and so I wouldn't have bought it even if I'd fallen in love with it. I may get it if I can use like a coupon and get it cheap at CVS or somewhere later on. But I held it next to a bottle of Butler Please, and they were very, very similar, almost identical. Actually, Butler Please was brighter than the blue one from this Neon collection. And so I'll be curious to see kind of swatches and see what it looks like. It's pretty, but they didn't have it, so I was like, whatever, I'll just get the rest. But these remind me of like late 80s, early 90s Nickelodeon. They kind of are the same colors as the Clarissa Explains It All opening or the Nickelodeon commercials. And they even sort of remind me of like the old MTV logos that were in the neon colors. These just make me think of like 80s, 90s awesomeness. They're the similar colors to the gummy bears. There's like all these different 80s, 90s like nostalgic childhood things that came to mind. So I was like, I got to have this collection. But my only concern with it is, since I literally just bought this, I have heard mixed feelings about the formula. And so I'm going to do them over the Essie Blanc, just to be on the safe side. Because I've heard that neons, I've never really bought neons or used them much, but I heard, well, this one, this one has a big sorry, I just noticed that I got this at Target. I actually bought this today too to use underneath this, and I just noticed that it has like a huge crack in it, but nothing's leaking out, so I may take that back and get a bottle that's not broken. But anywho, they say it's better if you use a coat or two of the Blanc underneath the Neon. These tend to be like more sheer formulas, and so they take a little bit more work. You have to build them up. But anyway, I'm going to show you. The first one is Vice Versa. And it's not showing up on camera. These, I've noticed when you try to film or photograph neon colors, they don't pop as much as they do in real life. So keep in mind that in person, these are much brighter. But this is just a really pretty lime green. It kind of is definitely way more lime than Mojito Madness, or there's another Essie one. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. A green that came out with their summer collection maybe last year. But it's much, much brighter. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Actually, a tornado watch just came up on the TV for like this whole half of Virginia, so I got a little distracted. Anywho, I need to focus. But Vice Versa is just very, very bright. It's actually, it's almost the same color. I can't really show you of my iPhone charger cord, but it's just gorgeous. It's kind of different. You know, I think lime green's kind of a hit or miss for people, but if you like the color of Slimer from Ghostbusters, if you like the slime from Double Dare, then you will like this color, because it is legit the same color as Slimer from Ghostbusters, which excites me more than you know. And then the next one is actually the namesake. The collection is called the Too Taboo collection, and this is Too Taboo, and it is really pretty. I had concerns because it's showing up on camera a little bit darker than it is in person. I was a little worried that it was going to be the same color as the magenta, because Essie tends to do either a magenta or a purple with like every single collection that they do. And I was afraid that this was going to be similar to the one that came out with Naughty Nautical. I believe the name is The Girls Are Out, and it's not. I mean, they are in the same shade family, but they're not alike at all. This is much brighter, and this is more of like a, this is going to sound really stupid, but back in the day, Barbie's friend Teresa, rather than have the hot pink accessories like Barbie did, Teresa had all magenta accessories, and they were like bright neon magenta, and that's what this color is. So it's very similar to that. And again, these are showing up on camera way more muted. I'm going to try to take a picture of them on Instagram for you guys and see if that makes them show up a little bit better. But this is one of my favorites from the collection. This is called Sittin' Pretty. At first glance, this looks like a dupe for Essie Playdate. It is not. Essie Playdate has a lot more pink or almost a red undertone to it, and this one has more of a blue or a lilac. It's kind of similar to What's With the Catitude from OPI. But again, it is neon, much brighter, much different. I surprisingly didn't really have anything like this once I got it home and compared it in my nail polish collection. Because when I first picked it up, I was kind of like, I don't know. It seems so similar, but it's definitely not. It is absolutely gorgeous. And when you put it on your nails, it kind of glows. And then the next one, this is the one I was kind of the most excited about, as weird as that sounds, because it's just a blue. But I love blue nail polish. This is called I'm Addicted. And it is a really pretty, after I throw it on the ground, a really pretty aqua color. And I'll show you, I have this teal pillow, and it's in the same shade family, but this is much more blue. It's almost, I was trying to think of a color to compare it to. It's just kind of a different blue maybe than what we're used to seeing. It's brighter, and it has less of a green undertone, definitely more of a blue. But it's just a gorgeous neon. It kind of just reminds me of like snow cones or pixie sticks or something. And this one on camera is not doing this justice at all. When you see this in person, it's literally like. And then the last one I got, since I didn't get the dark blue. And this one is actually the one I'm the most surprised to try on and see what it looks like. On camera, it looks like pumpkin orange. And I noticed in a lot of the swatches, I actually was not planning on picking this one up, because in the swatches it looked like pumpkin orange or Fear Desire from the Essie Summer Collection last year or the year before. And I thought it was going to be just like straight orange. This is not an orange color at all, in my opinion. It is a coral. It has a pink and an orange. It's one of the prettiest nail polish colors I've ever picked up. It's much more orange, but similar to China Glaze Flip Flop Fantasy. It kind of has that like same thing going on, but it has more orange. It's like if Tarte Deco had a little neon cousin. It's very similar to Tarte Deco, but you can definitely justify getting this one because it's slightly less orange. I mean, it just like, the camera is making it look like a completely different color. It just pops. I was trying to think if I can show you against this carrot from Pier 1. you can tell sort of that it's really not that orange. It's much more of a coral. But I think this is going to be beautiful on toes in the summer, especially if you're somebody that gets a lot of color. But anyway, I found these at Kohl's. I've heard from several different people on Instagram and social media that Kohl's has been getting them a little bit faster. Typically in my towns, my CVS's always get things before everybody else. So I would definitely check Kohl's first if you can't like wait to get your hands on that. And I'll let you know kind of how the formula is once I try it with the white, you know, and see how that works. But anyway, hope you're having a great, I was going to say spring break, but not all of you are on spring break like I am. Just have a good week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.